I've got a comment here. Switch to a high sugar diet. Feel phenomenal in my boxing, strength training, cycling, running. I've got so much more energy. I want to keep doing more shit. Anyone doing any kind of exercise would benefit from high sugar, high carb diet. I'm losing weight on 2,500 calories a day when before I was struggling to do so on 1,800 calories at 6'1", 182 pounds. And I felt like shit most of the time. People really need to try it out just for a bit before criticising it. I agree. And like Vegan Revolution just said, McDonald's is still here. You know, so much infighting in the vegan community, and myself and Freely always seem to be having to defend ourselves and our methods and stuff like that. I enjoy doing it because I enjoy engaging and communicating and creating drama because it creates awareness. But it is unfortunate when we see a lot of the crew out there who could be making videos about McDonald's would rather go and sledge us after all the hard work we did for them when nobody even knew who they were on YouTube, etc. But that's just nature of human nature. So don't take it too personally. Let's get back to the sugar thing. Sugar is basically a performance-enhancing nutrient. Now I've got a little thing just in front of me. I've got rice here. I've got some diabetes stuff, blood sugar prickers. I've got this is Anadrol, the most powerful analog steroid you can get. We've got asthma puffer here. We've got Sustanon 250, which is Kinobody's preferred things. We've got Ritalin here, methylphenidate. We've got needles for B12, and we've got B12 anchors here. We have tomato sauce, and we have sugar, and we have, what else have we got? We got coconut water, which I enjoy drinking, but it doesn't really have enough sugar in it for it to be really energizing. So I normally add sugar to it. Let's go one by one through the thing. Let's get with the steroids first because people are curious about that one. This was from a doctor. This is not street stuff. This is called Anadrol. Androlic, depending on what country you're in. It's oxymethelone, and it's 50 milligram pills. And this shit will turn anyone into a fucking monster with no increase in calories. It'll just tweak your hormones. So I know these people say that calories in, calories out. They forget about what happens about hormones. I've taken this stuff before, and I put on like 7 kilos, and my bench press was just like so fucking strong relative to what it was beforehand. I've been doing bench press for about 20 years. Don't do it often. Don't do it consistently, but I know what weights I can do for what reps. And taking a couple of these little pills over a couple of days, my bench press went fucking insane, and my punching power went insane. And this, my friends, is why this stuff is so popular. It's a fucking pill. It's a fucking pill. It's not even an injection. Common as fuck at your local gym. They eat it like fucking candy. Toxic to your liver. Potentially if you take too much. This is Sustanon 250. Got it from the local doctor. Easy to get. Easy to get in any country in the world. It's a little ampule. 250 milligrams. You know, this changes your hormones. It makes you more anabolic. People forget all about this calories in, calories out thing. We've got B12 ampules here. Another product. Totally legal in Australia. It's a vitamin. It's not a steroid. It's not a drug. It's a vitamin. It increases hemoglobin in some people, which it will increase how much oxygen you can put in your body. And that brings us also to the Ventolin, the asthma puffer, a very, very common doping. This is a doping product. This is a performance-enhancing drug. No doubt about it. If I was racing bikes, if I had a license, I don't at the moment, but if I had a UCI racing license like I've had for the last 19 years, and I got drug tested, and this showed up in my blood, the asthma puffer that I took when I was 8 years old, and this showed up in my blood, I would get a 2-year ban unless I had a therapeutic use exemption form, unless I'd contacted Cycling Australia and said, hey, look, I've got medication requirements, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, no worries. Chris Froome got pinged with this, and a couple other riders got pinged with it. Pataki got 2-year ban or something like that for having salbutamol in his blood from a puffer. Every fucking kid at Sports Day used this back in the 80s when I was in Sports Day. But it's a fucking performance-enhancing drug. How does it work? It opens up your lungs, you can get more oxygen in. More oxygen is more fat burning, more power to the muscles. It's a doping product. I don't recommend it. Also, it can be very bad for your teeth because it can dry your mouth out. So when the doctor gave me this when I was 8 years old, this is also a steroid. When the doctor gave it to me when I was 8 years old, they didn't say, drink more water, because if it dries your mouth out, you'll be more prone to dental issues. So always have wet mouth if you use this. We have the Ritalin. Remember that experiment? Last year we did the Ritz. Ritalin increases dopamine levels and just makes you feel more energized and better focused. So all you have to do instead of doing Ritalin is eat more rice, eat more fruit, have more sugar, get the carbs in, and your dopamine levels will go up. Look up carbohydrates and dopamine. Look up serotonin and dopamine, okay? So all these drugs that we get prescribed are pretty much pointless if we're not looking after our diet and lifestyle. It's pointless. I've been measuring my blood sugars since probably 2002. I've got a friend named Scott who's a type 1 diabetic, and I used to always be curious, what's my blood sugar like? And I actually bought some of these. So I'd be testing my blood sugar, eat a lot of tahini or olive oil, and as my blood sugar would go up and stay up, and my friend's like, wow, that's like pre-diabetic, man. You know. So then I'd drop the oil and fat down, my blood sugars would go back down to healthy levels. So I'm a bit of an experimenter. We have tomato sauce, which has sugar in it, but the power of tomato sauce, it's not a doping product, but it can help you get more carbohydrates in. If you just eat rice by itself, it's pretty bland. You won't eat that much. But this is like a little agent of how you get more carbohydrates in. Which brings us to the whole thing, why people fail when they cut out carbohydrates. They fail miserably. Because one, they go out and binge, because they get hungry, the body goes, let's fucking eat. Their serotonin and dopamine levels drop down, and they become depressed and cranky. And you'll see a common theme with everyone who becomes a durianrider and freely hater, is they're always calorie restricting. They're cutting their carbs. They're always too obsessed about weight and leanness. And that's why they come to us, because we're like, hey, look at us, we're lean. But these people are excessively narcissistic. It's okay to be a little bit narcissist, but when it's excessive and you just become an ungrateful shit cunt, then what's the point? When you're fighting vegans versus fighting, the bigger picture out there, like, what's the point? Is you've become taken to the narcissistic level of detriment. So I would say to anyone out there who wants to lose more weight, get leaner, then you have to carb up. And you have to understand that hormones is what determines your weight, more than calories, 100%. Because I can take all these little steroids and stuff, as I've done before, as you've seen me do on YouTube, been fully transparent about it. I'm not one of those fake natty lies out there. 1 meal a day, 1,000 calories, swolled you, bullshit, you're a fucking steroid cheat. This stuff works. I've proven it. I've been doing this lifestyle since 2001 April, carbing the fuck up. Over half a kilo, 600, 700 grams of carbs per day for over 15 years. And every day people say, you're too lean, you're too skinny. I don't want to look like you, you're too lean, you're too skinny. Oh, Freely looks too skinny. Her arms are like little twigs. But then they turn around and say, carbs make you fat, you skinny faggot. Which one is it? Which one is it? There's so much confusion out there, there's so much contradiction out there, it's hard to know what to do a video about, because one person will say one thing, one person will say another, carbs make you fat. But again, just have to look at us, look at myself and look at Freely. When I met Freely, she was like, 67 kilos, went up to 73 kilos. And why? Why did that happen? It wasn't from eating tomatoes and cucumbers, it was hormones. And once the hormones balance out, insulin, growth hormone, all that stuff, thyroid, the weight comes down. Simple as that. People can disagree with us all they want. Calories is not calories, man. It is hormones. What makes a difference? Your hormones. I can give these angelic pills. I could slip this pill into your food. You won't even know. But you'll just gain a fucking massive amount of weight. You'll become strong as fuck. If you're in the gym, all of a sudden you would be like 100%. You'll be doing PRs within 2 days of popping maybe 1 or 2 of these pills. 1 or 2 of these pills, you'll be popping PRs in the gym. Or you have like an insane boost of strength in just a few days, 48 hours. And your calories didn't change, nothing else changed but your hormone levels. And you'll gain a massive amount of weight. Most of it will be muscle and also a lot of water as well. So anyone who just says it's just all about the food, then they've got no fucking idea. Because, they say all about the calories, they have no idea. Because they don't understand hormones. It's just this cold calories in, calories out. When everyone, let's say you're studying nutrition at university, and your professor says, calories in, calories out, that just you understand 100% they have no fucking idea. If they don't mention hormones like testosterone, estrogen, insulin, stuff like that, elevated fasting insulin levels, hemoglobin A1C, you'll see my HO1C levels on YouTube. Always good. If the nutrition professor or the lecturer doesn't mention hormones, then you can just go, no worries, cool, you don't know what the fuck you're on about. Simple as that. Hormones. To wrap it up, calories in, calories out is a load of bullshit. Eat more carbohydrate. If your goal is weight loss, eat more carbs, less fat, less protein. Obviously, eating vegan, we're on the same page there. And if you want to lose weight, is do sport, do cycling. Cycling is the number one catabolic sport around. If you're getting too lean, then jump on an e-bike or drive a car more or catch the bus to work instead of a bike. It's bang, simple as that. If you're getting too lean, eat more fat. Drive a car more, ride an e-bike. And people can disagree with us all they want, but none of them are getting the results we're getting for people. None of them are as lean or as fit as us. None of them get to eat as much as us. And none of them are really persistent enough to do anything really long-term in life. Think about it.
Carbs, carb the fuck up, motherfuckers. Carb the fuck up. Corn, rice, potatoes, yams, bananas, mangoes, dates, plantains, melons, blueberries, blackberries, mulberries. Get them motherfucking carbohydrates in. Go vegan, motherfuckers. Carb the fuck up, the fuck up, the fuck up, the fuck up.